Okay, welcome to the Movie Toast Podcast, brother.
Hey.
It's Fat Adam, Tommy, and Cory. This is your Movie Toast news and reviews, your weekly dose of stupid. Your daily dose of news and reviews on a weekly basis.
Letting out the real thoughts of the podcast, aren't you, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
And I'm Cory, and I'm here going to start over. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Movie Toast Podcast. I'm Cory, and I'm here with Tommy and Adam.
Hi.
What up, kids?
Very excited to be here, I can see. Tonight, we'll be taking a couple minutes here, and we'll be doing our Movie Toast to the Oscars. We'll be running down what's going on with the Oscars and our predictions. Very exciting stuff. You'll want to stick around, and then we'll roll into our normal thing, where we tell you about the news.
And reviews?
Oh, and reviews. Except Tommy and I never see any movies, so...
No, so it's just Adam's reviews.
So it's like Movie Toast, Adam's views and news. The Oscars are Sunday, February 9th, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC. And they're streaming, and it's easy to see.
What time is that on Mountain Time?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh.
What are the nominees for Best Picture, Tommy?
The nominees for Best Picture are Ford versus Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Woman, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. Adam, what's your prediction?
All right, well, I want Parasite to win, and I feel like it's a strong possibility that it could happen, but I think it also could go to 1917, because that's a pretty good... God, there's a lot of good movies. I'm just going to say Parasite.
It's interesting that you said what you think it could go to, because that's what I want to win for Best Picture. I want 1917 to win. However, I think it's going to go to Joker.
1917 and Joker?
I want 1917 to win Best Picture. I think Joker is going to win Best Picture.
Didn't Adam say Parasite is both of his?
No, he said Parasite, but he said he thinks it could go to 1917. And
I would
said
also
that's
like
ironic.
it to go to Little Women, but I like Parasite a lot more, so that's my choice.
How did Little Women even get nominated?
Because it's
Actually-
a great movie.
Hold on, Cory. I'm changing my prediction. I still want 1917 to win, but I think Parasite's going to win. I haven't even seen Parasite, but from what I've heard, going to get a lot of Oscars. Go ahead,
Oh,
Cory.
I want 1917 to win. I think The Irishman's going to win. Let's move on to Best Actor in a Leading Role. And who are these people, Tommy? And why
All
should I
right.
give a fuck?
So the nominees for actor in a leading role, we have Antonio Banderas from Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver from Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix from Joker, and Jonathan Pryce from The Two Popes. Adam, what's your prediction?
Oh, man, I like to see Leo take it again because he was pretty good in that, but it's going to Joaquin Phoenix.
Yep, I have to agree. That's who I think's going to win is Joaquin Phoenix. And I actually, honestly, I want to see him win it too. So actor in a leading role is the same for me, who I think and who I want to
I
win.
think Joaquin Phoenix might win. Maybe Antonio Banderas is who I think will win. I don't know. I want Adam Driver to win for The Black Klansman.
I want Antonio Banderas to win for Puss in Boots.
There you go. Those aren't movies nominated. Anyway, the next category is Actress in a Leading Role.
Ooh, okay. We have Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan for Little Women, Charlize Theron for Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger for Judy. Adam.
I really want to see good old Miss Ronan win for Little Women because she was pretty top-notch in it. But Charlize is pretty top-notch in Bombshell. So I'm going to say Charlize will win that.
Okay. So for me, I think Renee Zellweger is going to win for Judy. And I kind of want to see Scarlett Johansson win. I haven't seen any of these movies, by the way.
See, that's the opposite of me. Because I think they're going to give it to Scarlett Johansson, but I want Renee Zellweger to win.
There you go.
Interesting.
Actor in a supporting role.
This one's clear cut for me, but the nominees, we have Tom Hanks for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes, Al Pacino for The Irishman, Joe Pesci for The Irishman, and Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Who I think and who I want are the same person, Brad Pitt.
Cool.
Yep.
I have no idea who's going to win this category. They all did an amazing job.
Did you see The Two Popes?
Yep.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anthony Hopkins is a pretty good actor. How is Tom Hanks a supporting role character?
Because he was not the star of that movie.
Ah.
See, I'm going to say I want Pitt to win, and Hanks, I think, will win.
You think he's going to go to Hanks?
Yeah.
You know, Joe Pesci got dug up out of retirement to do this. It'd be cool
That's
if
true.
he got it too. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Next category in the Oscars will be actress in a supporting role.
Wait, is Scarlett Johansson being nominated for actress
Yeah.
and supporting? Oh, two different movies. The nominees for actress in a supporting role, we have Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell, Laura Dern, Marriage Story, Scarlett Jojo for Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh for Little Women, and Margot Robbie for Bombshell. So this is tough. I think Kathy Bates is going to win it, and I want to see Laura Dern win it, and I don't know why.
Cool. I want to see my gal Florence Pugh to take that, but I'm not gonna lie. Laura Dern has been sweeping all these awards in this category elsewhere, so it's going to Laura.
Did you guys see Marriage Story?
No,
Nope.
I hated it in Marriage Story.
I gotta see. I keep
I
saying
found
watch
all the characters in Marriage Story to be absolutely repugnant people.
That's what I've heard.
Let's just go with Kathy Bates.
She was
Yes,
really good.
going
Did
to
you
win.
guys see Richard Jewell?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I did.
I liked her. She was pretty top notch.
Yeah, I mean, Richard. I didn't feel. I don't know. Richard Jewell. I don't know.
It
I
was
hate
okay.
everything. I don't like anything.
Nominees for animated feature film: How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, I Lost My Body, Claws, Missing Link, and we have Toy Story 4. Both what I want and what I think is going to win are Toy Story 4.
I'm giving everything to How to Train Your Dragon. No, I'm giving my personal choice to How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World because it was a dope flick. But I think I Lost My Body could take this.
I want How to Train Your Dragon to win, but I think Missing Link's gonna get it because it's harder to make.
Well, and it says on the poster right there, Best Animated Feature.
That's a quote
Oh, okay. Got it.
from like I don't know, Movie Insider or something.
Yeah.
Watch
Well,
out, Tom Hanks. We got a new Da Vinci coder over here.
Right? Well, no, if they think that it's the best animated feature, then it's going to win. No, I
Man,
think
it's
Toy
from
Story-
Yahoo Movies. That
Yahoo
quote.
Movies is my source for movies. It goes Yahoo Movies and then Movie Toast, and that's it.
All right, Corey, what's the next
We're
category?
second. You're the host of Movie Toast.
We're not as good as Yahoo yet. We got to get there.
Okay, Yahoo's
We're
not
not-
even
we're-
in business anymore.
Hey, dude, we're not on the Missing Link poster. I reviewed Missing Link. I don't see my quotes on there. That's why Yahoo deserves it.
That's
Yahoo
because we
should win
didn't
this
give
whole
them a
thing.
glowing review. Anyway, cinematography is a category as well that awards will be given out to individuals, for doing work in that category and
Very
stuff.
much
So,
Very much so.
yeah, Tommy.
We have The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I want 1917 to win for best cinematography. Of these movies that I've seen, that one's the best. What I think's going to win is the movie I haven't seen yet, and that's The Lighthouse.
God. Okay. I think and want 1917 to win because of that whole one-shot thing.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse, man. Okay, just because it's in a weird aspect ratio and it's in black and white. Okay, please, like, come on. Let's just give it to 1917.
I really enjoyed the aspect ratio of the Irishman. I didn't see the Irishman of the Lighthouse. Once I saw that, I was like, "Oh, it's a tiny box. I like tiny boxes." But I want to see 1917 when and I
Tight,
hope-
tiny boxes.
Oh my God, you pervert! You get your head out of the gutter.
Okay, next category. We have
It's
time.
called directing because that's what making movies is. mostly.
Well, no, we got costume
Good one.
design, man.
What?
Yeah, costume design.
Yeah, that's also something that happens. What are the categories, Tommy?
So the nominees for the category of costume design are The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No wonder this show is 3 fucking hours long. Gosh.
There's so many categories. Adam, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna say Little Women should win it, but I bet they'll give it a Jojo Rabbit
Man, I think Joker's going to win it.
for all the plaid suits,
For
all the
costume
plastic
design.
suits.
No, I think Joker's going to win it, and I want to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood win it. Corey,
I'm
what's
down
your
for that.
prediction?
I don't care about costumes. Costumes are for cosplayers at Comic-Con. I'm just kidding.
Costumes make the film, sir.
I think Jojo Rabbit's going to take it.
Okay.
And we're now going to go into the next category, which would be directing.
All right. So the nominees for directing, we have Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, Todd Phillips for Joker, Sam Mendes for 1917, Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. Adam?
Thomas, I really hope that Sam Mendes takes it for 1917, but I feel like it's going to go to a Mr. Quentin Tarantino for some reason.
That's funny because that's almost exactly, if not perfectly, what my predictions are.
Shitty minds think alike.
I want to see Sam Mendes win for 1917, and I think Quentin Tarantino is going to win for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So it's exactly like my prediction.
Nice.
I
Cory?
think they give this to Bong Joon-ho for Parasite.
Okay.
Have you watched Parasite yet?
Yep.
Did you hate it?
Nope, it's good.
Oh.
So the
No,
next
no.
category would be documentary feature, the most hardcore category there is.
We're skipping those.
Why would we say documentary feature?
Because did any of us see them?
I saw American Factory, and I think American Factory is going to win.
Well, there you go.
Anybody want to? Okay.
I think Honeyland's going to win because I think people and bees like honey, and they'd love a land of it.
That's a good way to base your prediction. Documentary short subject. What a category. Wow, gazow. What do you guys think's going to win here?
Learning to skateboard in a war zone because that's going to take skill. People are shooting and gunning, and you're just skateboarding like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 9.
I really wanted to the only reason I brought this up is because I wanted to hear Tommy say walk, run, cha-cha.
That's not. No. I didn't pick because I thought we were skipping this category.
It's too lowbrow for Tommy.
If I had to
than
pick, I'd
Guts.
probably say learning to skateboard. I haven't seen any of these, so
I haven't seen any of these either.
Let's go with walk, run, cha-cha.
I'm going with walk, run, cha-cha.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait. What is St. Louis Superman?
Well, if you
I
click
don't
on
know.
more info, Adam, you can see what.
I don't know how to read.
Good
All
luck
right.
even finding these, by the way. I've tried. They're hard.
All right,
My
next
penis.
category.
The next category is film editing. It's like the Chuck E. Cheese of categories.
Okay. So the nominees for film editing, we have, I'm not going to name the names. I'm just going to say the name of the movies. Ford vs. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite. Why 1917 wasn't on here? I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
with you.
because the people that voted didn't think that there was any editing because they did such a good job with their editing, which means it should absolutely be nominated. So I could care less who wins in this category because 1917 got snubbed.
Oh, wow.
It's probably going to go to Parasite. That's my prediction. Parasite's going to win film editing.
I think Ford v. Ferrari is going to get this one.
I want to see Ford v. Ferrari win, but I'm very upset that 1917 wasn't in here. So,
I think the Joker will win because it does some trippy stuff with editing.
all right. So, Cory, what's the next category?
That would be international feature film, which is like the category of international feature film.
So,
I
the
like that
nominees,
comparison.
We have Corpus Christi, Honeyland, Les Miserables, Pain and Glory, and Parasite. We can just stop it right there. Parasite's going to win.
The next category, makeup and hairstyling.
All right.
Few people know that gnomes actually do all the makeup and hairstyling in Hollywood.
What about the trolls? Trolls are very good with hair.
So,
They're making cookies.
so the nominees, we have Bombshell, Joker, Judy, 1917, and Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Adam, what's your prediction?
I want to see 1917 take it, but I will say Bombshell, the ladies did look like they transformed into other people. So I think Bombshell will take it.
All right. My prediction, I think the Joker's going to win it for makeup and hairstyling, but I want to see 1917 win it.
I'm going to go with Bombshell for the victory.
All right. Who do you want to see win it?
Bombshell, because I don't really know.
All right. Next
I don't
category.
put on makeup, so.
I do. It looks very ravishing on me. Put it on my buttocks, my left first, then my right.
What?
Sometimes I'll pucker it around the butthole itself, so it looks like when I'm pooping, a mouth is pooping.
The next category is music original score.
All right. Joker, Little Woman, Marriage Story, 1917, and Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, John Williams can't go wrong. He's probably going to win it. I'll go with that.
I'm going with Star Wars as well.
I'm going with Little Women because it had delightful music.
You just hate John Williams.
John Williams had his time. It's time for my good old-fashioned friend Alexander Desplat to win, all right?
I think they brought John Williams out of retirement for Star
Didn't
Wars.
Desplat win for Imitation Game?
I don't know. I'm not a nerd. I don't know these things.
You guys don't think Randy Newman's going to win, or his brother Thomas Newman for 1917?
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if they're related.
The next category is music, original song.
As opposed to the last category, which was original score. Nominees: Toy Story 4, I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away. Rocket Man, I'm Gonna Love Me Again. Breakthrough, I'm Standing With You. Frozen 2, Into the Unknown. And Stand Up from Harriet. So, Adam, what's your prediction?
My prediction is I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man going to Mr. Elton John.
That's who I think is going to win too.
Yeah, me too.
That was our first all three in agreement.
Bing, 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 bing. Jackpot.
Wow.
There's this other category called production design. Nobody knows what production design is.
Adam and myself have worked in production design, okay? Yeah.
Oh, so fancy. What are the movies nominated in production design?
So we have The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. I would also like to see 1917 win in this category, but I think it's going to go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Adam?
I was loving the production design on Parasite. I want that to win it.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will also take it. Sound editing is going to be another category.
We have Ford versus Ferrari, Joker, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Once again, 1917. I want to see that win. But I think Ford versus Ferrari is going to win. Adam?
I didn't see Ford versus Ferrari, but I bet they have a lot of vroom vrooms and zoom zooms and clutch shifting, but I don't care about that. I'm going to put all my money down on 1917.
All right.
I also think 1917.
Good.
I would just like to inform the audience that there are only 4 categories left. Sound mixing is another category in which 5 more movies will be named off by Tommy. If you're still conscious by the end of this segment, you get 2 cookies. I will mail them to you.
So the nominees we have Ad Astra, Ford vs. Ferrari, Joker, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once again, I think this should go to 1917. However, history has showed us that when it comes to sound mixing or sound editing, if there's a movie that takes place in space, it's going to win.
I feel like you made that up, you dirty liar.
I did make that up. But I think that the Oscar is going to go to Ad Astra because it's in space and it has Brad Pitt.
I think it's going to go to Ford v. Ferrari.
I think it should go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because where they're in cars, which is a lot of the movie, you have a lot of background stuff happening, a lot of clips from old-timey radio. I want it to go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
All righty.
The next category is visual effects.
Ooh, okay. This one's fun. We have Avengers Endgame, The Irishman, The Lion King, 1917, and Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. So actually, I just finished up my Marvel movie marathon. I watched Avengers Endgame today. There are crazy visual effects in Avengers Endgame. So I'm going to say that I think Star Wars is going to win it, but I want to see Avengers win it. Cory?
I think Lion King is going to take it.
I'm with you because everything was created in The Lion King. The landscape, the characters, everything. That's impressive.
All right. Well, there you go.
The second to last category is writing, adapted screenplay.
The nominees, we have The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Woman, and The Two Popes. I think and I want Joker to win this one. Cory?
I'm giving this to We're Back, a Dinosaur Story from 1996.
I like that because John Goodman's in it, so I'll back you on that.
Yeah, so is Walter Cronkite.
It's a great movie.
It's an amazing movie, very underappreciated. In my real guess, I guess I'm going to give it to Jojo Rabbit.
I'm going to give it to Little Women.
All right.
Last category is writing, original screenplay.
Knives Out, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time, ... in Hollywood, and Parasite.
I think Knives Out's going to get it. I don't want Knives Out to get it.
I want to see 1917 win this. I think it's going to go to Once Upon a Time, ... in Hollywood.
I want it to go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think that Parasite should win it, but I have a weird feeling that maybe Marriage Story will take it, and I don't even know why.
So there you have it, folks.
Let's get into our normal ass, already way too long show. Everybody, stick with us, and we will take you on a magical adventure. Tommy and I didn't see anything. What'd you see, Adam?
I saw a little horror movie called The Turning. So there's a lady who is a teacher, but she wants to go off on her own. She goes to a big mansion. She meets a little girl she's supposed to teach, and it's at a spooky dooky house and spooky things are happening. And then fucking Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things comes to town and he makes a mess of things. There's some good horror in here. It stars Mackenzie Davis. She was on *Halt and Catch Fire*, also in Terminator, whatever the last bullcrap one was, and Finn Wolfhard, like I said. But the standout in this movie is the young girl. She just really pops off the screen. I believe her name is Brooklyn Prince. You're going to be seeing a lot more of this girl, I think. Anybody have questions about this movie?
Yeah, how'd you see a movie I haven't even heard of?
Because that's what I do best. I go and I find them. I'm like Sherlock Holmes.
If you're anything, you're more like Holmes and Watson.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Did you see anything else, though, this week?
Yeah, I saw a really good movie, the new Guy Ritchie movie, his follow-up to Aladdin, The Gentleman, starring Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, and a bunch of people. Pretty much, it's about Matthew McConaughey. He owns this giant empire of weed in Europe, and he wants to sell it because he wants to get out of the game because he knows it's going to be legal soon, and he has too much blood on his hands. And so one guy wants to buy it from him, and then a series of unfortunate events happen, and it's just a very fun romp. Like, you never know what's happening, what's going to happen next. And all these characters are just top-notch. It made me think, why doesn't anybody look at Guy Ritchie as if he's like a Quentin Tarantino? He writes his own stuff. He directs his own stuff.
It sounds like Uncut Gems, but without jewelry. It's weed.
I like this more than Uncut Gems, I'm going to be honest with you. This was a great movie. You guys should check it out.
I think they don't treat Guy Ritchie like Quentin Tarantino because most of all of Quentin Tarantino's movies are good, and Guy Ritchie accidentally made King Arthur.
That's true. He has had some misses, but what you gonna do?
Did you see anything else, Adam?
Oh, you boys are not.
Do you become homeless and you just like set yourself up at a movie theater?
He stands outside with a sign, "Need money for film."
I did see one other movie this week.
What was that one?
Yeah,
have I heard of it?
Oh, you both have heard of this movie. I'll give you a hint.
gosh.
It stars a Mr. Nicolas Cage.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I saw Color Out of Space.
Was it anything like we predicted it was going to be?
Honestly, I went in thinking I was going to hate the fuck out of this movie, and I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It was weird.
No
It was
way.
awkward. Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was all right. Pretty much the setup is this family moves to a older house, and they're kind of living off the land, and they're trying to be a good family. But a meteoroid crashes into their area, and stuff starts spreading around
what?
their land. A meteoroid.
Meteoroid?
A meteor. What, am I saying it wrong?
A meteorite.
Meteoroid.
Yeah, a roided out meteor came down, all right? Fuck you.
This meteoroid just came out of the sky.
Oh.
There's meteor and meteorite, but not meteoroid.
Is there a meteor wrong?
Yeah. And that was it.
So I honestly, I really would. I'm gonna just let you laugh. Give me a second.
Just
What
let
did
it
you
happen.
think? What did you think of it, Adam?
Here's the mind blower. I don't pay for movies often. I just use my AMC pass. I fucking paid to see this one. And boy, oh boy, I was flip-flopping all day saying, am I going to see it? Am I not going to see it? Oh, and you bet your dollar I saw it. I mean, it just was so, like, I thought I was walking into The Dead Don't Die Part 2, but it wasn't that. I mean, it was pretty bad. The story was kind of awkward and crazy, but that's H.P. Lovecraft, I guess, for you.
So the $64 million question, Adam, does it need to be seen in theaters?
Oh, if you see this movie, you should see it in theaters because there's some crazy shit that looks beautiful up on that screen. But the best part of this movie, it takes about halfway in when Nick Cage goes full Nick Cage. It is just glorious. I feel like I ruined the movie for people because I started laughing my ass off when he started going Nick Cage. And everyone else was like all serious and quiet. And I'm like, fuck you guys. This is hilarious. Yeah, so if you get a chance, maybe see it. I restructured the red light, green light system. I'm saying green light, go see it in the theater. Yellow light, watch it when it's like on demand or at Redbox. And red light, don't even see it at all. So this is a yellow
That's
light.
what it was before. You're not revamping anything.
I'm pretty sure it used to be like red light. You can wait till it comes out and see it. No, I'm saying don't even waste that time. Copyright Adam Hart, 2020.
Wow.
That's right, because to not see it at all, we used to have to go with black light,
Yeah, thank you.
which
I
was
did
we made a
revamp
lot
it.
of sperm jokes.
Too many sperm jokes. So yeah, it was fucking bonkers, and I'm kind of happy I saw it. It was all right. Any
That's cool.
questions?
Yeah, Tommy, can you get us to the news any faster?
I mean, I
Wow,
could.
haters
but
gonna
what's
hate.
the fun in that?
No, I'm just kidding, Tommy. Adam,
Wow.
is it more of a
Wow, dude, I fucking took one for the team, and that's how you're gonna treat me? Wow, what happened to Cory? I'm gonna go see it too. Blah, 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 blah.
I did see it.
You did not.
You're right.
All right, so on to the news. Our first article over here, we have Jim Carrey.
Wait. You're gonna do me like that? Onto the news? Onto the fucking news?
I thought we were going on to the news. Did you have more that you wanted to add on the movies?
How do you know I didn't see another movie?
Because you said, I saw one more movie this week, and then you went into talking about it.
I mean, I did rent a movie at Redbox. I did rewatch Jane Silent Bob Reboot. Don't even get me started.
Interrupt my
Don't even get me
started.
started.
About Redbox?
Tommy, what's the first news article?
Jim Carrey will do The Mask 2, but only under one specific condition. If there's going to be a sequel to The Mask, Jim Carrey has not said no, but...
Does anybody remember there is a fucking sequel to The Mask? Son of the Mask starring Jamie Kennedy. It sucked, but it's a sequel.
It's not Jim Carrey, though. I don't
Stanley Incus threw the mask over the fucking bridge. It's out of his hands.
Anyways, I have a quote from him. The Mask, I think myself, it would depend on a filmmaker. It depends on a filmmaker, really. I don't want to just do it just to do it, but I would only do it if it was some crazy visionary filmmaker. Sure. So we're probably not going to get a Mask 2 because I don't think that any crazy visionary filmmaker would come on and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to direct The Mask 2. So sorry to say, Jim Carrey, don't think it's going to happen.
I think it could happen.
Who's going to sign on for it?
What if Wes Anderson did it? What if that's his next movie?
He would not. Are you kidding me?
Dude, break out. Do something different. Change it up. Make it look sexy, though.
No way.
Tim Burton? He does pretty creepy things when he does things good.
If Tim Burton did it, I could see Jim Carrey signing on for that. What do you think, Cory?
I think The Mask is a movie from when I was a baby and now I'm a man. So let's leave it in the past from when I was a baby.
You guys are forgetting the fact that The Mask, this is an actual comic book, and it was intended to be a dark movie, but the studio made it lighthearted.
Yep.
I'd like to see a really dark version of The Mask starring Jim Carrey. That could be kind of cool.
Jim Carrey doesn't like dark things, though.
But I'm not saying it has to be violent, just kind of dark and eerie, maybe. I don't know. Would you like to see that type of take?
Yes, I would.
That'd be cool. Speaking of dark movies, the next news article has very, very famous comedy duo that are currently writing a horror movie.
Oh.
That would be the comedy duo of Tommy Chong and Cheech Marin.
I love how you say Marin as Marin.
Isn't it like Marine?
Nah, man, it's Cheech Marin.
Basically, they're already working on a horror movie, but there's doubts that the project will ever get off the ground.
Cheech isn't on board at all. Chong is writing it in hopes.
Yeah, so here's the quote that includes what you just brought up, what Chong had to say about it. Every comedy team before they broke up, they always had a horror movie. Abbott Costello Meet the Monster, Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, they had one. Everybody has a horror movie. So I always wanted to do a horror movie. In fact, we did a reunion tour movie, and I wanted to make that a horror movie, but I didn't have the clout that I once had with Cheech, so I couldn't talk him into it. It's a nice genre to play with. You can have a lot of fun with it, like Get Out. I like that approach to it.
What would you picture from a Cheech and Chong horror movie?
To be honest, I picture like a horror spoof where everyone's getting high.
Yeah. So kind of like Scary Movie
Yeah, kind of like a scary
with
movie.
old
I
men.
feel like it would be like a really bad version of oh my god, why am I forgetting the name of that movie?
Who's
Where
in
the
it?
kids all kill themselves and the two guys in the woods are just not actually killing anybody.
Tucker and Dale versus
Tucker
Evil?
and Dale versus Evil. That's what I was thinking of.
There was nothing scary about it though. It was all just hilarious.
Speaking of horror movies, are you guys ready to get an Anaconda reboot?
My anaconda don't want none unless you got some, son.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Adam on this one. I don't remember or recall seeing the first one. And if I did, it was so bad that I don't remember seeing it.
I remember Anaconda being like this huge movie that took up like a whole section of Blockbuster when I was a little kid. And my dad told me not to get it because it was bad.
Did your dad mean like bad as in a bad movie or just bad for kids to watch?
Bad isn't a bad movie.
See, I was always afraid of snakes, and the only reason I care about it is for Ice Cube. I think he was in that one, wasn't he? And J-Lo?
Yeah.
I did enjoy Anaconda 2, Hunt for the Blood Orchid. That was pretty good. So I would watch a reboot done like the Meg. Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town, bitches.
All
Does he see me when I'm naughty? I don't want that fucker looking at that.
Tommy, let's do one more news article and then let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so Disney's Pinocchio remake confirms that Robert Zemeckis is going to direct and co-write. This is part of Disney's plan of just remaking and making every cartoon that they've ever done into a live-action movie. Because that's not the only one they're going to do. They're also going to do Bambi. But this one, it's got Robert Zemeckis. I'm a big fan of Robert Zemeckis, so I'll probably go see it. Unless the trailer is just horrendous.
I'll see them all and dislike them all when compared to the original animated features that I loved as a child.
Obviously, whoever plays Pinocchio is going to be a no-name young kid that no one's ever heard of. Who could you guys see playing Geppetto?
Tom Hanks.
Ugh.
Oh, man. Don't get me wrong. I love Tom Hanks, but God.
I rewatched this movie a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, that's Tom Hanks.
No.
Although, I will say, Geppetto's a fucking creep, dude. Rewatching that movie, I'm like, this guy is fucking crazy and creepy.
All he wants is a real boy.
He should not have a kid.
Who's Jiminy Cricket? Dax Shepard. You're right. It is Dax
dude, I would love
Shepard.
Dax.
They're never that creative.
Who would be a good Jiminy? I don't know. Ooh, I could see like Keegan
Pick
Michael
a voice.
Key.
It'd have to be a voice actor or someone that's really good with voice acting because you're not going to have somebody in a fucking grasshopper suit.
You know which version of Pinocchio I am looking forward to?
Huh?
Guillermo del Toro's doing his own one for Netflix. I think he could do a really fun one, yeah.
Well, folks, this has been a doozy of an episode. Oh, boy. Oscars and then the news. It's been chock full of juicy, delicious delights. And we'll see you next week on Movie Toast. Everyone want to say goodbye?
Bye-bye.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yeah, that's the end of the show right there.
This ain't sports soup. I'd work that in every episode.
Is that going to be every week now?
Yep.
So now I got to come up with something to talk about to have Adam say, hey, this isn't sports soup. Or
Do I sound like that? Hey, brother, this ain't sports soup. I'm walking here. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Okay.
well, we just lost a download.
I just spilled my soup on my crotch. Hey.